What's good with Fat Gang? It's your girl Mikki checking in, guys. And today, oh my gosh, guys, we are continuing our season 6 of celebrating business owners and growing businesses. And I am super excited. This has been such a great ride for me. And we are continuing with Warrior's Dreams Cosmetics, and she is on here today. I am so happy. I love my bonnet that I got from you. It is beautiful. I'm gonna be ordering my girls some. But before we go ahead and get too much into what it is that you do, I want to go ahead and let you introduce yourself and tell them who you are.
First of all, I want to say good morning and thank you for having me on. I am Lillian Stevenson. I am the CEO and founder of Warrior Dreams Cosmetics, and we are a vegan skincare line. We not only service women, but we also service men now. We have a full line of products, so I'm super excited about that. So we have everything that you need to take care of your skin from basically from head to toe now. So we do have facial, we have all your facial cleansers, we have your toners, we have your facial scrubs, and now we have body butters and body wash. So we are a full service skincare product line. And we also have your satin bonnets to keep your hair protected. If you have, I mean, just not just for natural hair, but just for your hair in general. So that's a little bit about my business, and I just want to help people feel good and help them to embrace the skin that they're in, because so many times people are not confident in their skincare routine, which makes them not be confident in who they are.
Yes. And just that phrase, skincare routine, baby, when I tell you, I was like, I don't know nothing about a skincare routine. Like I grew up, you wash your face, put a little lotion on, avoided your eyes, and you walked out the door, you know?
Exactly.
You didn't have lotion, it was Vaseline nearby, you know. So can you kind of break down what a skincare routine is for someone who may not know?
Okay, so basically it's a skincare routine is the routine that you use daily to keep your skin looking revived and refreshed. So first of all, you will start with a cleanser. You can have a foaming cleanser. Some people do use there are bars of a soap that you can use. And then sometimes, like if you wear makeup, you should definitely, before you go to bed, remove the makeup. So I sell a 3-in-1 cleanser. So you can use it as a makeup remover, a toner, also as your cleanser. So it's the 3-in-1. So when you travel, you only need one product.
Mm,
So, you want to cleanse and you want to moisturize. Those are the two main things that you want to do day and night. You always want to cleanse your face first thing in the morning, and also you want to moisturize. Now, if you have oily skin, you my cleanser has witch hazel in it, which helps to control the oil. But if your skin is excessively oily, then you might want to add a toner, which will help tone down the oil, will help control the oil.
okay. Yeah, see, baby, I'm learning something myself because I'm saying my skin a little oily. Yeah, yeah, you know. So that's
You know,
great.
and there are different things that um y- I always like to sit and have a consultation with my clients, because sometimes you might not even need a toner. You might the Like I said, my 3-in-1 probably could really just help when you're sometimes if you just cleanse your face, if you take just a little bit of witch hazel on a cotton ball and just swab your, which is like normally this is your T zones, like right across your forehead and underneath your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So where women normally get oily at when they wear their makeup. And also um you can use um a little bit of makeup, a little bit of pressed powder, also to help control those areas.
Okay.
So sometimes you don't always have to have a whole bunch of products, because you see people have like a million products. I try to simplify life, okay? I really do. So my mentor, she's a chemist. She's a makeup chemist. And so one of the things that I wear a powder foundation.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it helps to absorb that oil that comes up in my skin in the summertime.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one thing, and I blot that out, and then I'm out the door.
Okay. Yes, that's my
It's
kind
a
of time, baby. Like
Yeah. It, listen, and it gives you an airbrush finish. That's what I love about her foundation. But it also gives you everything that you need if you was just putting on a whole full face.
mm-hmm.
So it's kind of got like a little primer in it to help it to stay on all day. And of course, you always need a finishing spray,
Mm-hmm.
which I which I do sell.
Yes. And so now that you kind of given us, what it is that you do, you kind of broke down what a skin care routine is. How did you really get into this? Because this is something that sounds like it takes a lot of research and it's constant evolving with this business.
Mhm.
How did you kind of say, this is the direction I want to go in?
Okay, so oh my God. I started God, let me go all the way back. Okay. I was a teen model. So I started getting into makeup way back in the day. So I learned early on how to apply makeup, how to wear makeup, what to do with makeup. And then as I got older, I began to sell. There was so many different. I was in the model magazine, 17 magazine. I don't know, that's probably way before your time, but
I've
there used
heard
to
of it. I watch Top Model. I know 17
I, I was a model for 17 magazine, and I was a model for a local model agency in St. Louis during my teen years, because one of my older sisters was a model out in New York. So I kind of got into modeling that way, and that kind of landed me into being interested in makeup and learning about I don't know if you remember Fashion Fair, but that was one of the black cosmetic lines that was like in Famous Bar, Sticksburg and Fuller back in the day. And that was the makeup that we went to, because that was one of the most popular black lines.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so, but the makeup was always it had red tones in it,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of people don't know that we have different skin tone colors in our skin. Like we have yellow, orange, green. And so that's kind of how your undertones is how you pick your foundation.
Okay.
So once you learn your undertones, you can basically wear anybody's makeup. You just need to know your tone, your skin tone color. So um constantly looking for the right um cleansers and foundation. I began to sell Mary Kay back in the day. I was killing it in Mary Kay, okay? But as I began to get older, Mary Kay began to change. First it was all about trying to get the pink Cadillac and try to become top. I was one of the top salespersons because I worked in a shop one of my friends had a barbershop, but anyway, they let me rent a booth, and so I would do facials out of the I would do facials out of the barbershop. I would do makeovers for like proms, weddings out of the barbershop. So that's how I was able to become one of the top salespersons, because I actually wasn't doing what everybody else was doing. I wasn't going house to house. I actually marketed in out of a storefront.
Okay.
So so then I realized that as I began to shift into where I'm at now, I was like, you know what? I don't want to buy nobody else's products. I was like, still no, because everybody kept coming back to me. It was like, I heard you did really good back in the day. And I say, I did. But I don't want to sell for nobody. So I went to my beautician, and me and her, we always brainstorm different things. And I was just like, I said, I want to do something different. I said, I want to do like my own skincare stuff. And so I started out with this company called Bramberry. So what they sell kits, and you can purchase different kits to make different things. And so during COVID, right before COVID, I had bought several kits, and so I made all of these scrubs and body stuff, and I completely sold out. Right, so that was my inspiration at that point to get started, because I'm coming up. I have one more year before I retire. So I wanted to get back into doing something. Before I moved to Kansas City, I had a dress shop, a dress boutique. But the area that I live in, it's not a profitable area for the type of clothing that I want to sell.
Okay.
But that's how I got into wanting to start my own line, because I was just like, I don't want to make anybody rich anymore. Off, and I'm selling, and I'm getting 10% of this $100. It just wasn't making sense. And I was just like, so me and her sat down one day for like an hour, and I was just like, how are these people doing this? Right. And so she was just like, so she gave me homework, of course. She was just like, I want you to, start looking at different people, following different people. So that's how I found my mentor, DJS Beauty. Her name is Jacqueline, but she has a whole entire makeup line. And so that's kind of like where the other part of my inspiration came from.
Okay. But I like that. And you touched on so many different points. Like you said, it was a matter of I'm working for someone else and I'm doing it. Like I'm the top seller. And it's like, but you're only still gonna get as far as they want you to go. You know what I mean?
Right,
And
right.
you're still only gonna get a piece of that pie. So it's like, why not just cut out the middleman? Let me figure how I want to shake and groove my own. And now I'm getting a bigger piece of the puzzle. And now all my work is being towards something that I know is for me. It's all going to come back to me if I do the work. So I love that because it shows that progression. But it also shows that you were not afraid to get out there and step in on that faith, because baby, running a business is not easy. It's not for the lighthearted, and you have to be able to pivot and move and groove and go with the flow of things, because baby, when you think you got a plan,
right.
yeah,
I want to start something else too. I'm on another business venture right now.
Okay.
I'm researching. So I'm watching Get Organized. There's these two. I've been watching three shows for the last 2 weeks since I've been with here. But anyway, I saw this lady. Her name is Drew. She has like a cooking show that she does, but the other two ladies, they come in and they organize your pantries, right?
Mm-hmm.
Come in and organize your pantries, your closets. They come in, and I watched from the beginning how they started. But here's the thing that I love is that they stay in their community when they reach out, when they watch you, and then they see how you moving, but then they come and they say, you know what, I'm gonna support this business, right? Because I'm on TV, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she reached out to them. Now where they started from home. I watched them move from their cars to loading everything up in their cars. So now they have a box truck
Mm.
where they put all their stuff into. But now you have you only need a few celebrities to jump on board with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now they have this other celebrity, because I think this a third celebrity that's hiring them. So now you got free publicity, free
Mm.
advertising, right? So, but if we could learn how to be that supportive in our own communities, not even just with celebrities, but if we could just learn how to be that supportive in our basic communities.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've gone to like several, when I first came to KC, I went to several networking events. And baby, it was like pulling teeth to get into that circle, right?
Mm-hmm.
But once I began to learn how to maneuver and just show up,
Mm-hmm.
that's one thing I learned. You got to show up for yourself because nobody else is going to show up for you.
That
So I began to learn to show up um, at events and for people to get to know who I am
mm-hmm.
and be like, she cool. Oh, she cool. And you'll begin to see they let you in. They crack the door a little bit because they crack the door just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And so once the door gets cracked, it's up to you to be as personable as you can be.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes that means, hey, let me give you a free sample. I've given away so much stuff till I'm just like, hey, little girl, stop. Because
Okay. No, seriously.
I sat down one night and I say, okay, God, I need help.
Mm-hmm.
And what came to my mind was samples. He said, just make up a whole bunch of little samples and just give them out.
Mm-hmm.
That totally generated, like, the next day the guy came back. He was like, me and my wife both want your body butter.
Yeah.
Like, you know
So
what I'm saying?
someone who has a free product is going to give you a better review than someone who probably paid for your product.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
And like you said, but in business, that's something, you have to learn. You have to learn, like, okay, I'm gonna make a little extra. So I might lose a little bit making these samples, but the return on that is what I'm looking
Mm-hmm.
for. So, and
Yeah.
those are things that you have to learn, along the way as you evolve in your business.
Mm-hmm.
Those are, part of those risks to take. But again, like I said, you have to be super focused on the mission, the goal, the why in business, because there are going to be things that you have to do and you're like, oh, I didn't think I would have to do it that way, but it's yielding this positive result, so I guess I'm gonna keep doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's constant, like you said, evolving. It's constant research, it's constant learning. You are in a constant state of being able to make sure your product is always the best that it can be. You are the face of your business, so you have to make sure that you are keeping up with yourself. I can't sell clothes and I'm out here looking like Raggedy Ann every day. You know what I mean? Like, no one's gonna want to buy my clothes if I'm out here looking, toe up. You have to push your brand and your name, because you don't have, a million backing. You haven't been around for 50 years where everyone knows who you are, what it is that you have. So you have to bring your business name to the forefront. So that means making sure, if you're wearing your business, if you're selling makeup, wear the makeup. If you're selling lashes, put them lashes on. Like, I don't have them on right now, but when I go to work, I always have on my earrings that I make. Like you said, why? People are like, oh, where you get those from? I've never seen those. Well, let me tell you why, And you always have to be able to promote and push your brand. That's something that you have to always do. It's not something you get a break from, it's you are the brand. And the brand is only gonna grow and be as successful as you push it to be. So oh man, we kind of cover a lot in this interview, and I want to say thank you again for stopping by. But before we head out, can you let everyone know where they can find you to purchase and your handles and everything like that?
You can find me on all platforms. I'm on Facebook. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, under Warrior Dreams Cosmetics across the board. On TikTok, you actually can find me under I think my is Warrior 52 Dream, but it's still under Warrior Dreams Cosmetics. So you can find me either way on our platforms. You can Google me at www.warriordreamscosmetics.com. I have an entire website. If you go there, I do offer rewards, so you can sign up for my rewards program. All your reward points goes towards your purchases. So make sure if you go to the website that you sign up so that you can use your points towards your purchases. And I think that's about it. And hopefully you'll be seeing more of me coming to your city soon and on a billboard or in a store.
Yeah.
That's one of my goals.
Yes, claim it, baby. And that's another thing. You have to claim it. You have to put your name on it and go for it. And always speaking positivity over yourself and your business. Yes. Yes, yes.
Yeah. I think my goal is not to be famous, but to be a household name.
Yeah. That part. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. When you talking and be like, oh well, did you get your bonnet at Warrior Dreams Cosmetics? You want or just the little icon figure. When you see a little black lady with the ponytail, you know that's Warrior Dreams Cosmetics. So that's one of those. It's just to make my brand be recognizable, and to become, like I said, a household name.
I love that. And you kind of already touched on my last question, which was going to be what's down the line, but you already said you're working on some things. So I am going to be looking forward to seeing what's coming next.
I'm going to tell you that it has something to do with children.
Okay.
Children and play. So I'm looking to be your next Chuck E. Cheese.
Okay. Yeah, girl, I got some kids, so I'm gonna have to see what's going on with that.
Listen, I'm hoping to be I want to be a franchise brand. That's my goal, is to be a franchise brand, is to open up in Missouri and expand throughout the states. So yeah, maybe I open up and then you can open up one in your city.
All right. No, I definitely love that. And I'm all about building and expanding. I have some things over here I'm working on as well. And like you said, it's just always, once you tap into what your talents are, you are going to realize so much about yourself. And you're going to realize, hey, I can do a lot more than I think and that I give myself credit for. So I definitely commend you on that, and just pushing forward and going towards your goals. It's not easy, but you're doing it, and you're doing it so effortlessly from what we see. So, yes.
And I was just talking about this with some of my girlfriends. As we become more seasoned, I say there was nobody to teach us about how to be a wife, about how to be you just kind of got the basic stuff like off of TV and what you kind of saw a little bit at home, and you try to put that together and make the best, but nobody tells you not to lose yourself in the venture. And that's what happens, is that so many of us women, we lose ourselves somewhere in between the ridge of, you know, I'm learning to not lose who I am and still keep, because it's a thin line between I want to go over here and have lunch with my friend, but you need that lunch.
No, you do. You do.
You need that time, but nobody tells you to take that time. But as I've gotten older, I understand that's important. That's an important part of me that helps me to stay balanced as an individual, right? That's another topic, but
yes, we're definitely gonna have to have you back in the DNs, because we got some things to touch up on, because we so many of these conversations and these topics can be expanded on. It's crazy. So I'm gonna make sure I put all of your information in the description box down below. Make sure all your handles are also on the screen so that everyone knows where to find you, how to stay connected with you. So I do sincerely appreciate you taking time on your vacation to stop by the DN and chat with us a little bit. Like I said, I greatly appreciate it. It's always a blast and just an amazing conversation talking with you. I can really, really love it. I always learn something new, so I'm like, okay. Yes.
Yeah, I totally appreciate you having me on. And it's always a pleasure to be in the den.
Yeah, so everyone, make sure you all like, comment, share, and subscribe, and share this video out. We will be back next week with another Boss Chat in the Den. Thank you so much. Peace.
Thank you.